What's up, and welcome back to my channel. What's up, YouTubers? Hey, how is everybody doing? We are almost here at the end of June. We have a couple more days. I move into my new apartment next week. I got all my new furniture. I hired some people off of Thumbtack to come mount my TVs and put my bed together. My bathroom, got all my stuff for my bathroom. So I'm super excited about moving. And I need to get my sleeping life back in order because here it is 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm up. But happy Friday, and let's talk about something today. So today today's topic comes from one of my Facebook groups. And it comes from one of my prison wife style group chats. And it says, so I feel like we're done. He acts like a child. He went in when he was 17 back in 2000. Now, 2000 was 21 years ago. So this means that this individual has now been incarcerated for 21 years of their life. They are definitely institutionalized, sweetheart. So the group says, so I feel like we're done. The girl is like feeling like she's ready to break up with her incarcerated loved one. And she says he comes home, he's 7 months away from his release, and he won't stop asking for money. Well, if he's been asking you for money and you've been giving it to him, now you want him to stop all of a sudden? That's kind of strange. If you've been doing it, now you want to stop. That's kind of strange, sweetheart. Inmates need things. They need commissary. They need laundry. They need to get tattoos and books and stamps and drugs and whatever the case may be. They need stuff. But, however, you're feeling like he just wants to keep asking you for money. You say he acts like a child. Well, he was incarcerated, been in prison, and never has had the role of having to be an adult on the outside world. So maybe he hasn't learned this quality and this skill. So for you to downplay your man, sweetie, and say he acts like a child, there's ways you can talk to him, lift him up, and build him up, and preparing him for the outside world, which is very different from anything he ever has known. Because he went to a man's world as a child, and a violent man's world child. He didn't go into college or anything to that nature and was guided in the right path. He was in a man's world, a very destructive man's world, and in prison since a child. So you are going to have a lot of things that you're going to have to help him with in order to adapt. He probably hasn't driven a car. And if he hasn't driven a car, he hasn't driven a car in 21 years. They have push-to-start cars now. All sorts of things, So they had flip phones, and probably not even flip phones, probably a pager. He probably knows nothing about Androids or iPhones. And you are not going to just be a wife or a girlfriend. You're also going to be a teacher, and you're going to have a whole hella lot of patience. So you're already coming into this release aspect in a negative frame, saying he acts like a child. Now he's telling you he doesn't want to work when he comes out. You should listen, but, what does he say he wants to do? Does he tell you that he plans on you taking care of him for the rest of his life? Are these the things that he has communicated with you throughout the time, and now you're acting shocked? Because if he's been telling you that since day one, and I don't know how long you've been with him, but here we are. But at some point, yes, it feels like if he's been locked up since the age of 17 years old, since 2000, and it's 2021, you are coming home with an adult man trapped inside of a man's body with a lot to learn. So let's go to the comments. So in the comment section, and then she wants to know, what do I do? Well, first, what you do is you have to make a decision. You have to decide, are you in a place where you can financially support him, physically support him, mentally support him, spiritually? You have to be a well-rounded person, and you have to be stable in your foundation first. Okay? And you have to set clear guidelines and instructions. First, you might want to get him to get his driver's license. Help him set up an email. Help do him a resume. Find out what he's into. Did he learn how to barber? Did he learn how to do landscaping? What has he learned while he's incarcerated? These are things that you should have maybe talked about throughout the course of your relationship. I don't know when you came into this. And why does he need money? I mean, all inmates need money, but sis, what does he need money for? Were you giving him the money before? And what you do is only what you can do, because everybody's battle and everybody's journey in this process is completely different. But he's going to be counting on you for a whole hell of a lot of support. Some people say some people are saying run. Some people are saying, how long have you guys been together? And she says, we've been together for 1.5 years. They're saying, girl, run. Then another girl says, what does your heart say? Mentally, he's stuck at a 17-year-old immature child. Time in a way stops for them in healthy development when he is locked up. And for that long, he has missed out on a lot of experiences for adult development. He's going to have a long, hard adjustment to the real world. He's now faced to live. And then the girlfriend replies, and I've always felt that I could be there for him through that, but as his time comes to an end, he is getting worse, and I don't have the energy to raise a grown man. Whew, so you've been in this relationship for 1.5 years with the man that you knew went to prison when he was 17 years old, and you stayed with him, and you knew that he went in as a child, and although a grown man, the major adjustments that have happened in life since 2000, 21 years later, and you're saying that you don't have time to raise a grown man, you got yourself into a relationship, sweetheart, that you should have never even been in. Well, the girl replies, there's your answer, just listen to it. But I've invested so much time, money, and effort into him. Again, you invested time, money, and effort. You knew that he was in prison since the age of 17, and 21 years later, when he's coming home, basically 22 years later, everything has changed. You should have known that walking in the door that you weren't ready to take on that battle. So you have kind of, on the reverse flip side, set him up for failure. Then it says, then they reply, been there, time invested and love isn't wasted. I've been there. No man is worth the mental drain of raising a grown man. I don't agree with some of these comments. She says, take it as a lesson learned. You know your worth. Feel ya. Doesn't want to work. How's he planning on eating? The girlfriend said he used to be ambitious until I got a raise. Hint, hint. Okay. So, gotcha. Baby, run. I'm 36 and can tell you it's not worth that. What you think you're willing to do for him. Girl, you got a raise. He didn't. He needs to grow up. You've been holding things down while he's been gone. He needs to catch up. Exactly. That part. One, girl, find a man that wants to work and take care of you. Although you have your nice paying job. Also, don't tell men too much about yourself. Okay, well. So a lot of people are saying run. They said, let me just say I've waited 7 years for someone to get out. And after three months, leave me right after I bought him a car, clothes, and put money in his pocket. They say you got to pay attention when they are locked up. I thought he would be different when he got out, but he did me so dirty. I pray no one ever has to feel the pain I'm going through. This girl says I've spent $5,000 on him from September to May, and his grandma and sisters told me he keeps asking them for money too. Also, he wants to play basketball and play guitar. I'm like, dude, you're 38 years old. The NBA is not happening. Okay, so his ambitions are in goal that he wants to join the NBA. Oh my God, this is so funny. So she says, OMG, I'm so sorry, girl. Were y'all married or anything? This is so scary, my man. We've been together for 6.5 with 4 years left. No, we're not married. We were going to get married, but my parents stopped me, thank God. So it's just a whole bunch of back and forth. And deposit amount, 106, that I 100. Okay. All right. So basically, with all that said and done, girl, leave that man. You weren't ready. You set him up for failure, and hopefully he finds another buddy. Drop likes and hints and comments down in the section below. And thank you for watching Prison Round 2. I don't know what I'm talking about.